I felt really proud of him. To go from working men's clubs and go, these people aren't listening to my skill, and then going to all these posh venues with these posh people and fit in because of his talent, you know? That was like, yeah, good on you, go on, great-great-grandpa. He was going up in shoulders with all these kind of elite types and doing it with confidence. It's scary, but it didn't stop him, did it? So I kind of love that. I love that he had that kind of fighting spirit in him.
Sheridan's great-great-grandfather was only a young man, in his early 30s, when he performed in Sheffield's most prestigious concert hall in 1889. To find out how Benjamin followed up on this extraordinary success, Sheridan has returned to his hometown. At the Sheffield Archives, she's meeting historian Dr. Anne Featherstone.
I think the thing about Benjamin Doubleday is, even though he is a virtuoso performer on the banjo, there are certain limitations to that. Performers have always been vulnerable, and certainly in the 19th century, you know, you worked to eat. That was it. The idea that everybody was a star and was making loads and loads of money is not so, because most of the people were just about making enough to keep going. And he is an excellent banjoist, but he wants to do a bit more.
Right.
I think he has aspirations and ambition. Here's an advert from the trade paper of the stage profession, the era.
Wanted to complete Mr. B. Doubleday's ladies' choir. Pianiste. Pianiste.
Pianiste. Yes, a lady pianist,
Right.
I would say.
Must be brilliant soloist. RAM preferred.
Royal Academy of Music.
Wow.
So again, they don't want a pub pianist. They
Right.
want somebody who can play properly.
Also solo harpist, young lady or youth, and solo violinist. Wow.
Yeah.
That's not what I expected to hear. That's really interesting.
Yeah. And he's got sort of 2 years engagement in expectation that this is going to take on.
And this is before it had started, so he just presumes it's going to be a success. He knows he's got that
yeah.
drive.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that.
Here he is again, look. This is a review.
So the Sheffield and Rotherham Independent, February 19th, 1891. The Royal American Choir. The Royal American Choir. Why have they called it that? Because for one, they're not American. And royal, my dad did say we might be royalty. So even my great-great-granddad's pretending they might be. But they weren't, they were working class. So why would they call themselves the Royal American Choir?
It's about exoticism, isn't it? It's a tag.
Oh, is it? What's
Yeah,
it getting
yeah.
people
Get
to sound slightly more market than you are?
Yeah.
The Royal American Choir, and he talks like that.
Yeah.
At least I can tell my dad got a bit of royalty in us, but it's not real. The word royal, at least. There is not much doubt that the choir will become popular.
Yeah.
The enthusiastic applause which greeted the efforts of each performer being an encouraging augury of future success.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're flying already.
Well, yes.
Mr. B. Doubleday gave a banjo solo in a way which showed that he was master of the instrument. As if the programme did not contain variety enough, the entertainment concluded with a sketch.
With his show, Benjamin Doubleday was hoping to profit from a boom in entertainment. As the wage-earning populations of industrial cities expanded in the late 19th century, entrepreneurs created purpose-built music halls to keep them entertained. And to attract the growing middle classes, keen to maintain respectability, proprietors began to offer a less bawdy version of music hall entertainment, billed as variety. It was this audience that Benjamin Doubleday was chasing.
I get a sense of Benjamin's ambition to be an impresario, if you like, to take music out to the masses and make some money.
That's really interesting. And then at the end it says, doors open at 7 to commence at 8. What's that tiny bit?
1 shilling
Sixpence
and threepence.
and threepence.
Yeah.
Now, was
Yeah.
that cheap or was that quite expensive?
Well, that's quite expensive. I mean, that's not a cheap evening out. I mean, a shilling is what you'd expect to pay for a good seat in the theatre.
Really?
Yeah. It's refinement. You don't want any riffraff. It's more than you would expect to pay in a pub music hall. We're moving now to Sanger's Circus.
Sanger's Circus tonight, B Doubleday's American Choir.
It could seat up to 2,000 people there, and he was going to do a month in Sheffield.
In Sheffield?
Yeah.
It's a massive venue?
Yeah.
For a whole month? Will we pack that out every night?
Well, we can see what's happening here, because if we look here, so this is April the 15th.
Halfway through the run.
Halfway through the run.
Doubleday's American Choir is not attracting as large audiences to Sanger's Circus as might be expected. First bad review I've read. The entertainment provided is certainly above the average. The singing is good. There are 1 or 2 clever recitations, and the programme finishes up with a laughable sketch. So they were... That's really sad. They're still saying they're brilliant.
Yeah.
They just weren't getting the crowds in now.
Yeah. But I think what you've got to do is look at what else was going on. So if you look at the reviews and also the ads at the same time, so here's Sanger there, but look, there's something going on at the Theatre Royal. There's something going on at the Alexandra. There's something going on at the Albert Hall.
Full orchestra and ballet, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
So they're up against a lot of things.
Lots and lots of competition. Yeah. Even the Sheffield Industrial Exhibition has got the celebrated Anglo-Viennese Ladies Orchestra. So there's an added attraction.
Right. So it's a bit, competition became stiff then.
I think so. And if you look where it is, there are other entertainment venues.
Yeah.
Cambridge Hall. Past there, up there, you'll see there's a music hall.
Grand Circus.
Music hall
Music
there.
hall.
Over here is the Albert Hall.
Wow.
Public houses. All public houses would have singing,
So
and a lot of it would be free.
to pack out a 2,000-seater with
Yes.
all that competition.
Yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
tough going.
Very tough. Very tough. Because if you look on here,
Sanger's Circus, come in here, B Doubleday's American Choir tonight at 7:30. Give what you please.
yeah,
Pay anything now.
anything.
So
Yeah.
they're desperate now.
I think so. He's gone from charging to asking for donations.
God, it's cutthroat. It's like it is nowadays.
Yeah.
But that's so
Yeah.
devastating because he's all the way along, he's grafted and grafted and grafted.
Yeah.
And he's had great reviews, he did with the banjo,
Yeah.
and he took a risk putting on this
Yeah.
massive show.
Yeah.
But then he just came up against the competition and made a bad decision.
That could actually send things disastrously wrong in a way that you wouldn't be able to recover from if you weren't careful. But luckily, I mean, he can teach, he can play himself, it's recoverable from, but this looks like a body blow.
It was amazing to just find out about, you know, that my great-grandfather went from banjo playing to suddenly running this troupe. And then he went for the circus venue and it didn't work. I'm a bit nervous about what's to come now. And I hope it's not anything sad. Because it's been so fun, you know, and I really admire him and I still will, whatever happens, but I hope it's not anything that's going to break my heart.